Hi, in this video, we will see about Bayesian belief network example. The data is given here in the form of two components. As we have seen, the BBN is having two components. One is the nodes which is describing the domain. So here we are having burglary one variable node, and earthquake node, alarm is third node, David calls fourth node, and Sophia calls fifth node. So the conditional probability table is also given, which is having the numerical values, the probability, which are probability values. So which is having the CPT, conditional probability table. And also we are having another one component is the nodes which are defining the domain. So the problem statement is given the scenario, Harshit is having a burglar alarm in his home to detect the burglary, and also it will detect minor earthquakes happening rarely. The Harshit has two neighbors, David and Sophia. Those who taken the responsibility to inform the alarm ringing sound when the Harshit is in Harshit is in office, because office and home are far away. So here the alarm ringing sound cannot hear by the Harshit when he is in the workplace. So at that time, the David and Sophia will call to Harshit if there is alarm ringing sound. But sometimes David got confused with phone ringing sound. That means David is having uh, phone in his home, that ringing sound and alarm ringing sound both are similar. So he will confuse either alarm is ringing or phone is ringing. So that is one of the criteria for David. And Sophia likes to listen the DJ music with high volume. So when she is listening the music, there is unable to listen the alarm ringing sound. If she is unable to listen the alarm ringing sound, then she may not call the Harshit during the burglary or earthquake. So there is the possibility of missing to listen the alarm ringing sound by Sophia. If she is missing, then she will not call the Harshit. So here, this is the scenario, and the probability tables are giving the values. Now we have to calculate the probability of alarm is ringing, but there is no burglary nor earthquake. And David, so both are not happened, but David and Sophia both are called the Harshit. So for this, we have to find out the probability of alarm is ringing. Alarm is ringing. So here, for burglary happening, the burglary is true. Probability of burglary true happening the burglary 0.002. Probability of not happening the burglary is 0.998 values. So probability of happening earthquake is true. Happening the earthquake is 0.001. Probability of not occurring the earthquake, that is the false, not occurring the earthquake, false, 0.999. Likewise, when burglary is happened, alarm will ring. So for that, probability of ringing the burglary alarm during the burglary is true, right? So like that, probability of occurring the earthquake, alarm will ring. So two combinations are there. So for the two combinations, we have to identify the probability of true or false. So two events, true and false. Okay, so two events, that is the this one, and two number of events depend I mean alarm is depending on two number of events. So when burglary is occurring and burglary is occurring true and earthquake is also occurring true. So possibility of ringing the alarm is 0.94, possibility of not ringing the alarm is 0.06. When burglary is happened but earthquake is not occurred, possibility of ringing alarm is 0.95, possibility of not ringing the alarm is 0.05. There is no burglary happened and the earthquake is occurred, the possibility of ringing sound is 0.31 and not ringing the alarm is 0.69. So not ringing is false, ringing is true. And not happened the burglary and not occurred the earthquake. In both cases there is the possibility of ringing alarm is 0.001. uh, uh, Ringing sound, sorry, ringing sound is 0.001, not ringing is 0.999. Like that, when alarm is ringing, David is call. Okay, David makes call to Harshit. Okay, making the call true, making the call true 0.91. Not making the call because of confusion, because phone ringing sound and alarm sound both are similar. In that confusion, there is no possibility of making the call to Harshit is 0.09. And even though alarm is not ringing, there is the possibility of making the call due to phone ringing sound 0.05, right? So not making the call due to the phone ringing sound is 95%. And probability of Sophia making the call alarm is ringing when alarm is ringing true. Whenever the alarm is ringing, there is a possibility of making the call is 0.75, but due to the listening music with high volume, no possibility of making the call is 0.25. And when alarm is not ringing, there is the possibility of calling the Harshit is 0.02 and not making the call is 0.98.